Hello and welcome back. This is Christopher Aaron. This is the second video for today. It is March 2nd, 2023. And in this video, I want to talk to investors who have achieved a certain level of net worth, a certain level of income, where you have the ability to think about making investments that are higher powered. Now, this is not about being a better or worse person. So if you're not at that level yet where you can make these types of investments, but you want to be, then I suggest you to watch this video also, because there are things to learn about becoming this type of investor in the future, where you have the resources to make investments that can really change your life, change what you have the opportunity to do in life. So you don't always have to work a 9-to-5 job. You don't have to show up somewhere that you don't want to at a time that you don't want to. You can work the way you want to work, live where you want to live, spend your free time doing the things that bring you joy and happiness in this world. This is what this is about. So in this video, I want to share with you a private placement in the silver market that we have available to us right now. Once again, this is going to be for investors that have achieved a certain level of income or net worth where they want to take these opportunities. So hear me out here. Let me just show the legal disclaimer for one moment. As always, this is how I'm investing my own money. And I'm simply sharing the research as to the investments that I am making, that my colleagues are making, for those who would like to join us in this journey. So on the bottom here, I'm showing a graph of silver for the last 8 years. And we know we're just above this $21 level as we were speaking right now. And on the top, over the exact same time frame, I am showing the share price in this silver mining company. Now, I'm not allowed to mention the name of the company publicly, because we have negotiated this deal specifically for our elite private placement subscribers. So when you subscribe, if you choose to do that, you get access to the company name, the company research, all the documentation you need. You have me available to you at any point to help you to complete the investment and to make sure that everything goes smoothly. But this is the share price. It is a silver mining company. And here we have the price of silver at the bottom. Now, the first important thing to make note of is look at where the share price of this silver mining company is trading right now at this 1.5 cent range. It just hit this low over the last couple of months, 1.5 cents. And notice the previous bottoms in this long-term bottoming zone. Look here, after the panic of the coronavirus, 1.5 cents per share. Look at the 2018 low, 1.5 cents. Look at the 2015 low, 1.5 cents. And notice what has happened every single time this silver mining company has traded off this low at 1.5 cents. For example, this time, 2015. So look at what happened to the price of silver here. Silver rose by about 55% from 2015 at $13 up to $21. The price of this silver mining company rose by 833% as silver was up a little bit over 50%. This is no typo. Look at the math. Do the math for yourself. So you can see tremendous leverage when silver prices themselves are rising. Look at this second example right in here. When silver prices rose from just under $12 up to $30 per ounce. Look at this, 700% gain. Either one of these, you're talking if you had made an investment of $10,000 or higher, absolutely this would change your month, your year, possibly even your lifetime, depending on how much you had invested. And so the key point to look for this silver mining company related to silver, look at where silver is right now. Now, over the last several videos, we've been talking about silver being in this bull flag pattern, where you have the impulsive uptrend, you then have a gently sloping downtrend, countertrend move to the original impulse, and following that, we expect a breakout of a magnitude similar to the initial impulse simply added on to the breakout point. So look over here at silver. You've got this impulse. You've got this gently sloping flag formation here. And if our outlook on silver is going to be correct, then what's going to happen here is, yes, there could be a little bit more downside over the next 1 to 3 months or so, maybe into the middle part of the year. But then silver should be gearing up and ready to break this bull flag pattern, like so. And as we've discussed in past videos, we will have a measured target for silver of $44 per ounce. But psychologically speaking, that's going to be close enough to that big round figure, the peak from 1980 and 2011, that it appears that silver will be drawn into that range of, let's call it, mid-40s up to $50 per ounce. So this is what we expect. This is our macro outlook for silver at this time. We know where gold is. Gold is in the leadership role, and silver will follow eventually. And then you come back up here and you look at this investment that is in this bottoming zone for a silver-related miner. And it's been totally thrown out the window. You know, it's been underperforming here for the last 2 years because in these types of grinds, which are actually very healthy consolidations when you look at the big picture here, investors just get impatient. And so they throw out anything related to silver, and you get these companies selling at valuations that are once every 5 to 10 year type of low valuations, from which the revaluations higher have demonstrated every single time in this range to be at minimum 333% and maximum 833%. So you say to yourself, well, what's going to happen this time if silver, in fact, breaks this pattern and moves on to 50? I mean, you're talking about the potential here. Nothing is guaranteed in the markets, but you're talking about the potential for life-altering revaluations in these silver mining companies. So then we move it forward and we look at the terms of this investment. Remember, this is a private placement investment in these silver mining companies. The minimum investment per investor, or the minimum order, is $10,000. Well, specifically $10,005 in Canadian dollars, which is roughly 8,000 US or 7,000 British pounds. All right. The exchange rate is in our favor as US citizens and UK residents. And it's roughly also just under 8,000 euros is the minimum. So it works in our favor right now. And then you look at this here that's highlighted. So not only are we going to be buying the shares at that absolute low price that this company has traded at, but then we are getting free warrants. Yes, I said it, free. Not only 1 or 2 year warrants, but 5-year warrants from when this deal closes. I mean, this is the way to take your investment career to the next level. If you're sort of on the fence and you're, just at that point where you're starting to accumulate a decent amount of resources here, this is really something for you to consider. And remember, warrants are like options. Warrants give you the right, but not the obligation, to buy more shares in this company at a set price, which is 5 cents per share, for a set amount of time, which is 5 years. So if at any point in the next 5 years, this silver mining company is trading above 5 cents per share. And look, the last times that we saw these surges, the company traded up to 10 to 15 cents per share. And that was with silver prices only getting into the 20s. What if silver gets up to $50? Where do you think this company will be trading at? And so it gives you the right, but not the obligation, to buy shares at 5 cents for 5 years from the closing of this deal. So the way to think about this is, imagine if someone gave you the option for the right to purchase silver bullion, which is currently trading at $21 per ounce. Imagine if for the next 5 years someone said, hey, I'm going to give you the right to buy silver at $21 per ounce, no matter how high silver goes. So if silver prices double to $42 per ounce, you can still buy at 21. Imagine that. Imagine if silver prices get to $50 or $100 per ounce and you can still buy at 21. That's what a warrant is. A warrant gives you the right to purchase more of the underlying asset at a set price for a certain amount of time. So come back to the silver example. Imagine if someone tells you could buy silver at $21 per ounce 5 years from now, even when silver is trading above $100 per ounce. Imagine that. How much value would there be in that sort of a warrant, those sort of a contract? Think about it. If you could buy silver at 21 and then turn around and sell it for over $100 per ounce or $50 per ounce or even a double, $42 per ounce, you would do that as long as you can possibly do it because you would be guaranteed that upward profit. Remember, you're not obliged to purchase the silver at $21 per ounce, but you have the right to. And the point that I'm trying to make here is that when you invest in this silver mining company, they give you these warrants for 5 years for free. Yes, absolutely free to buy more shares in this silver mining company for the next 5 years. So not only are we buying at the lows of the share price, this 1.5 cent level, which the share is traded at for absolute lows over the last 8 years, but you're getting the right for 5 years to lock in even further upside. And look, this company here is no slouch. Let's just look at the some of the research from our actual report, which you will receive access to if you choose to join us in this. But look at the highlights here. They've seen intercepts of 9 meters of 2.48 grams per ton gold, 56.7 grams per ton silver. Look at this, 7.5 meters of 257 grams per ton silver, and then a lot of lead and zinc byproduct concentrate. 6 meters of 251 grams per ton silver. These are mineable grades of gold and silver. And so what this company is getting ready to do is another drill program here later this year to try to find even more intercepts like this, which will start to get the market to say, wow, there is a mineable deposit here below the ground. This is the investment thesis for this company. Then you look at some of their other properties. They have visible gold in 8 samples at their project up in Newfoundland, Canada, and this is getting ready to be explored in 2023. I will say it one more time. Yes, these warrants are given to you for free for investing in this silver mining company. It's their way of thanking you if you can commit this minimum to invest. And so once again, it's a reason why if you're not at this level yet, if this is slightly beyond what you would consider in your comfort zone for making one single investment, think about trying to get to this point within the next several years so that you can participate with us in these types of investments. I want to bring up the chart one more time. So remember, we're getting the free warrants good for 5 years at 5 cents per share. The last time that this company had a surge here, it traded up to 12 cents per share. Previous time, it traded up to 14 cents per share. And we're just talking about this outlook here for silver and saying, how high is this company going to go next time, this silver mining company, when silver actually breaks out? So the net takeaway is that these warrants on silver mining companies, especially the 5-year warrants, these are not going to be available once silver breaks out here. Are you kidding me? We are contrarians amongst contrarians right now. If you're listening to this, you are one of the few precious metals investors who actually remain interested in this sector. Right now, there are so many people that in this grind here have just thrown in the towel. They've said, that's it. I can't take it anymore. It's taking too long. So this is why we're available to get these warrants, and they are not going to be available once silver already breaks out. So I see this as a once, perhaps in a decade opportunity here. Last major point, think about where silver could be in 2028 for crying out loud. And you're getting 5-year warrants. You're getting the option to buy more shares in this silver mining company at a set price, no matter how high silver itself goes by 2028. Imagine if silver is $50 per ounce. Imagine if it's $100 per ounce. It gets pretty mind-blowing. So I really think that these are the opportunities that you want to seize now while they are available. This opportunity, the deadline to register for this silver mining company private placement, is Monday, March 6th. This Monday coming up, no exceptions whatsoever. After this, I do not believe that 5-year warrants in silver mining companies will be available any longer. So please consider whether this is the time for you to seize this opportunity and join us on this adventure in attempting to make life-altering profits in the coming revaluation for silver especially. The service is called Elite Private Placements. I hope you have found this valuable. As I said, when you join us, you will get access to not just this private placement, but 4 to 6 more that'll be coming over the next year, because we want to average our way into these private placements into the lows that are setting up here for both gold and silver. You get that. You also get access to our other premium service for free, Precious Metals Intelligence Plus. So you get all of our updates every single week covering gold, silver, the mining sector, the US dollar, the US bond market, the rest of the commodity complex. You get everything. But the real icing on the cake is these 5-year warrants. Hear me one more time. These will not be available once silver breaks out. Get them now, or this may be the rest of the opportunity for the remainder of this decade. Thank you for watching this. Think about where silver could be in 2028.